We are now just 5 months away from the official release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, that is all set and ready to end the sequel trilogy and the Skywalker saga itself. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really exciting about Episode 9 is that we do know that this film is going to have a lot of callbacks to the prequels and the originals, as well as an opportunity for J.J. Abrams to introduce new types of Jedi lore that ranges all the way from Jedi, Sith, and Force lore that fans have never seen before on the big screen in Star Wars film history. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very exciting for Episode 9. Now, specifically, what's really intriguing about all of this is that a description of one of the opening sequences in the first act of the film, where it's described that Rey is on board of the Millennium Falcon, with Poe and Finn as well as Chewbacca on their course for the exotic jungle world. It said that during this time, Rey is studying certain secrets of Jedi lore that she has kept to herself through her discovery within Luke Skywalker's hut on Ahch-To, and all the relics that she took with her since she believed Luke wouldn't take care of them. It said that eventually Rey comes across a metallic box, where once she opens it up, it's said that Rey discovers the green Kyber Crystal that once belonged to Qui Gon Jinn decades ago during the prequel trilogy era. It said that Rey holds onto this crystal in her backpack during her travels to the Lost City within the second act of the film. Now, the Qui Gon Jinn Kyber Crystal is said to be in perfect shape with no cracks or damage to its surface, and that originally this belonged to Kenobi during his time in solitude on the world of Tatooine. It's said to be one of JJ's clever ways of throwing in a callback to the beloved character of course, Qui Gon Jinn, portrayed by Liam Neeson back in 1999. So, let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, a lot of fans love the character of Qui Gon Jinn, not just because of his wisdom, but because of his unique path of the Jedi Order. You know, we do know that he was more of a lone wolf, if you will, in Star Wars The Phantom Menace. He wasn't necessarily like a Yoda or a Mace Windu. Qui-Gon basically did whatever he had to do in order to understand certain ways of the Force. So, what I like about this is that this is a great callback by JJ to Star Wars The Phantom Menace, explaining exactly whatever happened to Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber, let alone his Kyber Crystal itself. So, in this particular scenario, we have a sequence in which Rey actually uncovers the metallic box that Luke Skywalker kept hidden away inside of his hut on Ahch-To, where within this box lies the Kyber Crystal, the green Kyber Crystal, I must add, of Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber. Now, there's said to be no lightsaber hilt within this metallic box, which really is interesting because that would mean that at some point in time, either Luke or Kenobi extracted the Kyber Crystal out of its chamber for some unknown reason. So, with that being said, Rey is said to hold on to this green Kyber Crystal that once belonged to Qui Gon Jinn decades ago, inside of her backpack during her travels to the Lost City. And what I like so much about this is that this is yet again a nice way to insert new Jedi lore. Again, we've never seen the interior of Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber hilt on film before in the Star Wars franchise, let alone a lot of other lightsabers that belong to many of the fan-favorite characters like Maul, Vader, Kylo Ren, you name it. So now in Episode 9, we will actually be getting a nice little callback, a nice reference, if you will, to Qui-Gon Jinn when it comes to his lightsaber, specifically in this very big moment. Now, a lot of fans have always been wondering exactly, what's the significance of really throwing in a lot of reference material like this, including, Qui-Gon Jinn's green Kyber Crystal. Well, we do know that she's going to be using a lot of lore, a lot of artifacts and relics as a way to guide herself throughout the Lost City, and also as a way to really kind of use it as a way to back up the Jedi Order and the ways of the Jedi. There's a great possibility that she's going to use this green Kyber Crystal as a way to ignite her brand new lightsaber at the very end of Episode 9. I don't know if you guys knew, but a couple of months ago we went over some of the big leaks about her developing a double-bladed lightsaber at the very end of Episode 9 in the form of an epilogue or an end credit sequence, where it takes place many years well after the events of Episode 9, for a brief 3-minute scene, where it would feature a new lightsaber that now belongs to Rey, and the blade actually consists of both blue and green at one point in time. So it's very possible that this green Kyber Crystal of Qui Gon Jinn that she stumbles across is actually going to be used for her new lightsaber blade at some point in time in the future, and the Skywalker family saber will be handed down to one of her students. So, with that being said, what I like so much about Episode 9 is that not only is J.J. Abrams really embracing the idea of Jedi lore being a main focus in this story to really benefit many of the characters like Rey and Kylo Ren, but he's also using it as a way to really give us a nice callback to the originals and the prequels, and to really add in a lot of nostalgia for the fans once they go ahead and see this film come, of course, December of this year. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.